It may appear to be simpler to make money using cryptocurrencies than the majority of people believe it to be. It's time to get started. The topic that we are going to discuss today is something that a significant number of you are interested in: utilizing cryptocurrencies to generate income. In point of fact, no one enjoys the experience of losing money, regardless of whether they are interested in the concept of freedom like I am, or whether they are solely interested in getting money. For the purpose of generating a return on their financial investment, everyone devotes their time and effort to the pursuit of their interests or hobbies. Making money in the cryptocurrency realm can be accomplished through a few straightforward procedures. A strategy that has proven to be successful in both traditional financial markets and alternative monetary systems. I will demonstrate a powerful method that will allow your cryptocurrency investments to increase. What we are discussing is a technique known as dollar cost averaging, or DCA for short. Today we will discuss this technique in further detail. In addition, I have a very significant notion for you that I will share with you at the conclusion of this film, but I won't say it openly. Continue to pay attention and make an effort to determine what the lesson is. Imagine for a moment that you had discovered XRP in the year 2013, a precious gem lost in the vast crypto realm. Despite the fact that I was actively involved in the cryptocurrency industry at the time, I was one of the many people who missed out on that opportunity. Imagine for a moment that you had taken Bitcoin or XRP at that time. In the end, I purchased Bitcoin in the year 2012. There were in fact opportunities similar to that. There is a good chance that many of you are thinking, if only I had known that back then. This session, on the other hand, will focus on how you may make the most of these kinds of strategies to your benefit. In order to learn about the latest XRP news, you have arrived at your preferred location. Before we get into the wonderful news that can be found today, I have a quick request to ask of you. If you really like what we've done, show us some love. You can become a member of our wonderful community by clicking the like button, registering for our channel, and pressing the notification bell button. Now for some encouraging news to share. We are getting set to give away a significant amount of XRP as we come closer to reaching 60,000 subscribers. Joining is a very straightforward process. There are just 3 steps involved. Always be on the lookout for new information. You won't want to pass up this opportunity. If you want to be entered into the drawing for the prize, make sure that you include the word money side in your thoughts and comments. Imagine if you made the decision to invest $100 in XRP each every week beginning in 2013. There are others who refer to this as 100 bones. The sum that you would have contributed in its whole would have been around $54,000. Now, make an educated guess as to how much that investment is currently worth. The amount of $1.44 million is correct. You did hear that correctly. How great is that, don't you think? Numbers are something that you are quite good at. When you consider that you could put in $54,000 and watch it develop into $1.44 million, it is incredible to think about. In spite of this, let's not get overly thrilled and temporarily forget about the actual world. If you had used the $27,000 that you invested in 2018 to sell all of your purchases, you could have made an incredible $5.3 million from one investment. You would not have made a significant amount of money now if, on the other hand, you had invested approximately $27,000 at the peak. If we are to be honest, this instance demonstrates how extremely hazardous it may be to invest in cryptocurrency. Even after working in the cryptocurrency industry for a decade, I still struggle to find the right moment to execute my exit strategy. There is evidence that dollar cost averaging can assist individuals in becoming wealthy. Nevertheless, there are also risks involved, particularly if you have been saving since they were at their highest point. What is it that you ought to take away from this? It is essential to continue to generate money along the road while avoiding becoming overly greedy. The intelligence of. This is an excellent illustration of the classic phrase, not looking a gift horse in the mouth. It is possible that holding on to your investments with diamond hands is not always the greatest choice. The concept of diamond hands, which refers to the act of hanging on to investments without moving them, is misunderstood by a great number of individuals. More than anything else, we are working toward the concept of strong hands, which refers to the capacity to remain steadfast in the face of market declines without selling out of panic when things are not going well. The traders, on the other hand, need to be aware that remaining for a long time is not always a smart idea. This technique is necessary for investors, but it is not important for traders. Despite the fact that XRP is considered the standard in the field of digital currencies due to the fact that it is utilized in bank and international settlements, it is highly unlikely that the majority of people will use it as their daily cash. So it is essential to have a good understanding of when the appropriate time is to quit your employment. Cost in dollars, it is possible that you would have watched your investment in XRP increase to $1.44 million if you had made a monthly investment of $100 in it since its inception in 2013. The true test and the lesson that can be learned from this is how to discover opportunities of this nature at an early stage, which requires a great deal of effort and study. As well as taking the initiative, there is still a great deal of danger and uncertainty in the market, which has an impact on the investment decisions made by all parties involved, from the most insignificant individual investors to the most significant institutional players. The majority of this confusion is centered on determining the potential level of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies and stocks. As a result of the most recent meeting of the Federal Reserve and the remarks made by Chairman Powell, the situation has become even more unclear, particularly considering that interest rates were not increased. Opposite of what was anticipated to happen, In order to successfully navigate the volatile world of investments, it is essential to be well informed and to have a strategy in place, as demonstrated by this case. It was widely anticipated that the Federal Reserve would make the decision to maintain the current level of interest rates, but a significant number of individuals were still waiting for Chairman Powell to make a statement regarding the forecast for the year 2024. People in particular were looking for indications that interest rate reductions were on the coming, which would essentially make the financial restraints that were already in place easier to manage. However, the statements made by Chairman Powell did not provide any specific information regarding the potential timing of a rate reduction in the future. When we go ahead to the year 2024, this increased the amount of risk and confusion that was present in the world of finance. As a result of this lack of information, it has become more difficult for investors and specialists to determine how they will make it through the coming year. The fact that this option was made does not necessarily suggest that there will be an immediate financial catastrophe. Rather, it is an additional obstacle in the continuous struggle against inflation. Within the context of this battle of ideas, the Federal Reserve is acting as a judge. Due to the fact that the referee has not relayed any clear messages, those who are participating in the market get the impression that they are being hammered repeatedly without receiving much support. It is evident that the Federal Reserve is dealing with a difficult issue, which involves striking a balance between the need to combat inflation and the need to make the economy more stable. This is needed in order to comprehend the position that the Federal Reserve is taking. This circumstance demonstrates how crucial it is to perform a delicate balancing act. As a result of the fact that the Federal Reserve is required to carry out its duties, the relationship between decisions about monetary policy and the effects those decisions have on the economy as a whole is extremely convoluted. When the careful approach taken by the Federal Reserve is taken into consideration, it is evident that they are not divulging all of their plans. In order to stay up with the ever-shifting economic landscape, they are carefully analyzing a variety of economic indicators, including but not limited to inflation rates, GDP figures, and other similar data. However, for those of us who buy cryptocurrency on a smaller scale, in this way, an already terrible situation is made even worse. A significant number of investors, ranging from little investors like ourselves to large financial institutions, do not engage in a significant amount of investment due to the risk and uncertainty that is associated with it. Because of people's fear, a significant amount of money is not invested. This is because many believe that the risk and uncertainty associated with investing in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, or any other digital asset are high enough to be considered unacceptable. The events that have transpired today have caused people to be even more cautious, which has increased the risk that was previously present. Increasing the degree to which the water is cloudy for us to navigate, this kind of circumstance causes the current period of lethargy in the cryptocurrency market to continue for a longer period of time. As of late, there has not been a great deal of expansion or movement. The cryptocurrency world is currently anticipating the meeting of the Federal Reserve in March, as well as the about half of Bitcoin that is projected to occur in April. It is possible that both of these occurrences will have an impact on the path that the market will take. One of the most important lessons that can be learned about the turbulent and unpredictable nature of the cryptocurrency market is the fact that things are less obvious today due to risk and uncertainty. While we wait for more clear indicators and developments that might show the future route of the cryptocurrency landscape, these challenges allow us to learn and change as we move forward. However, they also give us opportunities to learn and evolve as we move forward. Remember that I am not a professional financial advisor. I am just a regular person. The sole purpose of the